from beautiful Lake Serene here in Snohomish County. I'm out here with Dan today, and we are trying to make our way up Mount Index. So we just hiked up to Lake Serene. Took us about an hour and 40 minutes to get up here, and we're going to be coming around the north and then west side of the lake. We're going to try to make our way up to a little ramp up in the corner of the lake there, and then come up the lower east ridge and eventually go around up to the Hourglass Gully and try to make our way to the summit. We'll see what the conditions are like. But beautiful morning up here. Just took a couple shots with the drone that hopefully I'll be able to add into this video. Now we are over on the south side of the lake, getting a little bit of water before we head up the gully there to get up onto the east ridge. And behind us, there's a whole series of really cool little waterfalls coming down this cliff band. I tried flying the drone up along one of them a little bit, see if I got some shots. Looking back down to the lake from about the top of the boulder field that's used to access the lower east ridge here on Index. There's some slide alder and salmon berries to contend with, but we were able to pick through and find a route that was mostly brush free up to this point. Now we're gonna have to find our way up onto this east ridge and follow it up, which we hear is kind of a beast. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've been coming up this, which looks like pure brush, because it is.
A lot of fun. I recommend it.
Probably the thickest bushwhacking I've done on this kind of a climb for sure. So we think we are at the point where there's a mention of a rock band or a rock step and some exposure, which this is kind of slabby exposure down into the green abyss. So we've come out to here. We've been setting some flagging tape for ourselves. We've seen a couple pieces on the ground, so we're somewhat in the right area. But what we're thinking is we're gonna scoot up the side of this, go across this little left step up into some more brush and keep going. So we made it up that cliff band, came out, and now it looks a little bit more like a trail. So we think we're going the right way. Still some brush, but this isn't as thick. Well, now we've reached another rock band. This is probably more the one that was described. I think maybe when we first came up, we were still a little far north. Maybe we were meant to go left farther around that original slab. So this has kind of a chimney up that way, or kind of a ledge system up this way. So I might try the right option, see how that goes. we've come to about the end of the Lower East Ridge. You can see the lake down there below us, and we're breaking out, coming to this head wall. He called it the East Buttress, I think, above us. More little waterfalls, and we're supposed to aim across the rocks and snow right to the end of this head wall right over here on the south side, and then we're going to cut right on the other side of this to get up towards the Hourglass Gully. So we're coming around the end of the head wall on the East Buttress, and we're going to be coming up into the Hourglass Gully. We'll see what it looks like. We've got strap-on crampons on our trail running shoes, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, a little scary with the snow, the water running underneath, and try to get back over that next patch. Nope. Looking right there, it's not very thick right there. Pretty. Okay, we've taken crampons off again because we got little creeks running under this snow. Seems kind of dangerous, so we're trying to avoid it for a little bit. So we're back into scramble mode. The way of the alpinist. Just watch loose rocks here, Dan.
Yeah.
There's quite a few on here. So we're looking up at the Hourglass Gully. We are all the way, halfway up it. We've been staying mostly on rock here because of the kind of dangerous conditions with the water running under the snow. Now we can tell we're looking up at some pretty steep snow and then a moat at the, the technical part of the gully. So we're not really sure if we were going to be able to get down that moat and up the other side. We're going to try to see if I can send the drone up there a ways. Well, we decided to turn back midway up the Hourglass Gully. It looked like there was a pretty big moat right now, and we would have had to go up steep snow, get down into the moat, and then either skirt across rock and get back up the other side. We didn't bring much as far as technical ice gear or anything for like vertical snow. We just had light crampons and a basic axe, so we decided it wasn't worth risking it this time. Just hit it at kind of the wrong time of year. Either we needed it to be more melted out or more just snow. So we came back. We've had a nice little lunch here above the lake, and we're gonna head back down the East Ridge, the Lower East Ridge, which is where we had some pretty horrendous steep bushwhacking. So I'll probably take a few shots of some of our rappels or some of the bushes so you can see it. I didn't have my helmet cam on the way up. But we got to enjoy this beautiful view. Great place to have lunch with the lake below you and the mountain above you. Our trail on the lower east ridge with tape on the way up so that we could find our way back easy enough. A lot of the trail is not very easy to tell what's what, and it's pretty steep. This is the kind of brush you're looking at when you come up. At least the way we came up. We're not sure that we actually were en route for this very first part. But we found our way up. Real fun with a pack on. Pushing through all this stuff. Oh yeah. This devil's club is just the worst. Huh? I said this devil's club is just the worst. Yeah. Fun.